Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. So, throughout my tennis life, I've seen people on the court with a wooden racket, aluminum racket, T2000s, but I kind of still see them today. Why is that? Stay tuned. All right, guys, so what am I talking about here? In modern day, like today, why are people still kind of whipping out that wooden racket or that little T2000? Is it a warm-up thing? Because, I mean, we have pure drives here, we have blades here, we have Dunlop oversizes here. These are modern rackets. These are easy to play with. I've been seeing some people come out, I mean, even since I was a little kid, when graphite was, kind of around, and wooden rackets were pretty much done, but people were still whipping out that wooden stick. So I would see people literally come out to the court, do a little stretching. The first thing they would do is whip out a wooden racket. And they would start short court and then long court with a wooden racket. And one time I would be like, "Hey dude, what you doing, man?" He's like, "Oh, I'm just warming up." And I'm like, "Why are you warming up with a wooden racket?" He's like, "Oh, just to kind of, get zeroed in on the sweet spot, just to concentrate a little bit more, because as you can see, you have to concentrate a little harder with a wooden racket. You have to make sure that, you kind of zero in on that sweet spot. So it's a lot harder to hit with this than it is with this." So basically, the guy continues to do it for maybe 5-10 minutes. And then once he kind of zeroes in on the feel of hitting the sweet spot, he pulls out his racket. And then obviously he gets tuned in. So this is kind of like the tuner, or sometimes I call it the resetter, because I've also seen people start with this, but have something like this in the bag. When things aren't going right, they're jerking their head up, they're framing the balls, and they just need a reset, as I call it. And then they whip out the reset racket and kind of get back focused, get more zeroed in. And I've seen the reset racket in various forms. I mean, wood is definitely an option. Aluminum is another option. If you have that T2000 lying around in that garage, right? Definitely an option. But I got more. Recently, that's become the reset racket. The 85 square inch Pro Staffs have been kind of the reset racket. Like, I've seen this in a lot of people's bags, and I'm like, "Why do you still carry that Pro Staff? You don't use it." And he's like, "Yeah, it's just something that I go to when I get, unfocused, if I'm not having a good day. It kind of puts me back into, like more clear playing focus, so that I could keep my eye on the ball and make sure that I'm swinging through." Because obviously the weight of this thing is way up there, and the sweet spot is way down there. And recently, I've seen a lot of these now. So talk about focus, okay? Gotta focus with this thing. People are using this as kind of the warm-up or the reset. Because if you ain't looking at the ball, you ain't hitting this. Because let's take a quick, I've shown you this before in the past. Look, that's where the sweet spot is. That's how long this is. So do you guys have a reset racket? Do you need a reset racket? Because I know we all kind of, you know, sometimes we lose focus out there. It's just not a good day to be playing tennis. And having something like this in the bag definitely helps kind of put you back in the game. Makes you concentrate harder on the ball, seeing the ball hit the strings, not jerking your head up, kind of resetting your motion, making sure you're coming through the ball instead of herky-jerky, right? What I say about the chin, you move that chin, everything else goes with it. That's why everybody says eye on the ball, right? Keep your eye on the ball. That's what these tools will do to help you keep your eye on the ball. So if you have that old racket in the garage, or if you see something at the Goodwill or a yard sale that resembles something like this, hey, pick it up. It's probably going to be like a couple bucks. And it's a good kind of a training tool for yourself to reset. All right? So, guys, coffee to you, coffee to me. Buy Me a Coffee is a network if you want to support my coffee habit, /Tennis Spin. Guys, thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis.